Hello and welcome to the Electrical Engineering Embedded Systems Laboratory. My name is Tarek Aldarini. I'm an instructor with the School of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. I apologize for not wearing a mask, but we're taking all the safety precautions for the COVID pandemic situation. More than 6 feet apart from the photographer, and we don't have any students around. We made sure that the area is clear and clean so that we can go and record without wearing a mask on our faces. So please join me inside the lab so that we can see what is going to be talking about. But before heading inside the lab, we have the safety rules. So safety comes first. For the rules, the main rules we care about is the glasses, because students, or the goggles, because students usually deal with electronic devices such as capacitors, and they may pop up if they flip the polarity of the capacitor while being connected to the circuit, and it can pop up and fly to hit their faces. So that's why we care about safety glasses. Also, since they're dealing with electronic components and very sensitive components, we recommend them not to be wearing any sort of metal devices, just for the electrons or the electric charges. And also, we don't have any sort of high noises, but we recommend them if you want to use earplugs or something like that, they can do. Also, since we're dealing with electronic devices, boards, electric circuits, no drinks or food in the lab. So let's get in and see what we are going to be talking about regarding this lab. As you can see, we have to open the door using an access card so that students are not allowed to be in the lab without having any sort of inspection and supervision. So there should be somebody in the lab to make sure that you're not connecting the circuits by any chance before being checked out. And this lab is mainly used for the service of the computer hardware organization class and the embedded systems class, where they learn about the hardware components, how to program a microcontroller, and stuff like that. So to proceed with the lab safety, as you can see, we have turned everything to be kind of more personal than being shared with everybody due to the pandemic. So nowadays, in the past, we used to have the MP lab, the microcontroller kit, and the microcontroller set device, and using Xilinx. But we have actually moved forward to be using Arduinos, and that's what we're using nowadays over here, if you want to have a closer look. So for the Arduinos, we recommend that each student buy a kit for his own, and he starts using the kit at his home. So we do the labs inside the lab, keeping spaces, just the TA or the instructor showing them what to do and what needs to be done, and describe the lab for them, explain it so that they understand. And they do a simple project when they get to their homes, or they can use the lab under the supervision of an instructor. Over here we have mainly Arduinos. We have sensors, ultrasonic sensors, motion sensors, voice modules. We have electric motors, and definitely we're talking about the small size electric motors, not dealing with big stuff, so that they can handle it with complete safety at their homes. We make sure that they know everything about safety before going to their homes and work on their own kits, so that they don't kind of mess up anything. The worst case scenario they can have is to fry up a wire, and since we're talking about an Arduino and 12 volts battery is maximum, the maximum they can do is fry up a wire, which is not going to be causing any harm to them. It doesn't have a high current, doesn't have almost current at all, so they're going to be completely safe dealing with such equipment. And at the same time, they can do the projects and serve the class and the lab and learn about the labs, E452L, which is the Embedded Systems Lab, and the Computer Hardware Organization, E451. And at the end, I want to thank you for making sure that we follow the standards, and again, thanks for the effort, and I'll see you in the next lab. Thank you so much.